So me, how I am, just car thoughts on the way here. We, so I am just coming to the idea and the realization from something that I read as well, and just connecting it and how I either cannot, but definitely can, do not take things personally. I can't. And I guess I kind of, let's just say it's not a natural response for me. It's not natural for me to take things personally. I kind of just generally accept things the way that they are. I do believe, like earlier, I may have taken things personally, but I would say it definitely depends on the type of people that I'm surrounded by, of course. So, like with D'Angelo, of course, I'd take things personally with him much more than I ever would with any kind of stranger or even somebody from my family. Excuse me. So, yeah, so I'm just thinking, all these labels that people use and own and wear and love. I mean, I do have some that I use as well. I just a little differently. So I do not live and wear myself as a woman. I am not a Black person. I am not a Black woman. I am not a person from Iowa. I am not a Irvinian. I'm not a whatever I am. I am not that. And I think that because of that, there's obviously just like a personal disconnect to just even more things in the world. I just find that I'm just completely detached completely from literally everything in the world, as I've created that structure to live an unattached life, to be able to thrive and be without all of the things that are within life. So in a sense, kind of creates a disconnect between humanity for sure. But, it's a great thing in terms to help understand things. So when I say I don't carry myself as a Black woman. I don't carry myself as a woman. I don't carry myself as all these labels. So when I interact with people and when I'm around people and I'm talking to people, I'm talking to a man, I'm talking to a woman, I'm talking to a Black person, Mexican, white, I am the same person. I am the same mirror, I guess you can tell to people. I am who I am in that moment and what I am, and none of that ever in that moment is ever premeditated, ever pre-planned, ever, I guess, manipulated. It's always me showing up. I always call it a blank slate. But that would really mean that I'm there to mirror whoever I'm about to interact with, which makes sense in a sense. Because I don't have attachments. When I'm in a conversation with people and they're raving about some football team, or they're raving about their favorite new something, I literally cannot even, I don't know. And I'm just like, wow, that's so exciting. Takes notes. Okay. Decorating, blah, blah, blah is a thing. Like, I straight up don't know, not even know, but I don't participate in that. So when people talk to me, they're kind of refreshed. I can tell they're refreshed and they're at ease, they're relaxed, because they can tell and see that I don't have self-interest in their their moves and their actions. And I think there's just some peace involved in that. Like, I'd like to show up to people and not have preconceived notions. For instance, with D'Angelo, there's a lot of pressure in those interactions because there's just a lot to take personally. So I have to watch what I say and stuff. But when I'm around other people, I'm able to mirror them, but also put myself forward in a way that makes them comfortable. I mean, people are always generally comfortable with me. And it just works out. So that's why I think when I talk to men, they're immediately relieved and relaxed because I get to the bro area pretty fast because I just generally don't give a fuck to change how I'm talking just because I'm talking to a man. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna be myself and you're gonna take me as I am. And generally people like that. They like that I am how I am and that I don't change myself just because they're in front of me. And I get a lot of respect for that, which I'm glad. And then when I talk to women are different. Women have a little more writing on relationships and interactions and stuff. Like, women are, they're judgy, obviously, but they're really easy to connect with at the same time, though. Like, all you need is one little thing in common and immediately somehow you are the coolest, best person in the fucking world. And I'm like, wow, that's very simple and very cool and like very insightful. But just generally, I don't know, just finding out that I don't take people personally, I don't take things personally, I don't take all this shit personally. If D'Angelo heard this, he'd be like, yeah, right, everything's personal. But again, with him, it's different. It's so different with him because I take a lot of things personally with him. But yeah, it's very interesting. This is the pondering of today. Just being that clean blank slate that gets to interact, that gets to be, that gets to just be engulfed in whatever's going on. And I really miss social situations, social life. I need different personalities to bounce my personality off of. I need to be able to be around people and watch myself when I'm around them, just kind of look, because it's really funny to see how I react and how people react to me. Having the girls' night out thing, that was really fun. I went to that last sip and think, and it was very interesting because I did learn more about the logic and emotion situation, and I had no idea it was such an epidemic. I did not realize that it's so outlandish and weird for women to be the logic thinkers, and I'm disgusted and just annoyed, but yeah, it explains a lot. And that's what I was thinking is, like, when I talk to men and they're just like, oh my gosh, finally a human, like a human's just talking to me. I'm like, yes, I'm a human. I'm not a woman. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just talking to you as you. And yeah, I mean, this is it. This is me. This is Mel. And they're like, yay, we love Mel. I'm like, great. Don't fucking get a crush on me. Don't get attached to me. Don't attach to me. Don't do it, because I promise you, just as you see me today, you will see me the same in a month, 2 months, 3 months. I am disconnected from you. We're connected in this experience, but do not try to make this more than what it is, because it never will be. I cannot attach to you. I just cannot. And so, yeah. So that's the word of today. Thinking about I just need to be around more people, need to be around more personalities, and it's time to just catch up with life. COVID going on, it seriously is a fucking mind fuck and a mess, but I am excited to get out of this hole. Okay, cool. Don't take things personally. Bye.